Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Speletons. I'm Zinker, he's Derek, and this is Immortal Redneck. Whoa. We haven't seen this game before, ever, in our entire life. So I'm knee right now. Wow, I have a lot of health. I don't remember having that much health.
That's not true. I may actually not have a lot of health. I ate some ham that was supposed to expire in 2 days, so
that's okay.
It's a ham steak. Let me rephrase it. It's a ham steak I bought a couple months ago that was supposed to expire in 2 days.
So why did you eat them?
Because it's not bad yet. It says it has.
No,
2 days.
I think actually food will actually be. It's probably okay after the expiration date for a little bit.
It's just I don't like to chance it. Usually, depending on what it is, but it's before the date, so it's fine.
Okay. Did it drop a new gun for me? Yes, it did. What a worthless gun that is. All right, this is bad.
I have to leave RIT in 2 days, which means I had a meal I had to have tonight, and I have one I have to have tomorrow night.
Yeah.
And they're both gonna be the same thing because I had 2 full ham steaks in the fridge still, and they both go bad on Friday.
That's super convenient though. It's like it was destiny. Ow.
Yeah,
Fuck.
I saw that. I was sure that there was one in the fridge somewhere that was supposed to go bad in like November that I just never got rid of. I guess there wasn't.
Oh.
So yeah, it worked out.
Oh, fuck. All right, well, it's too late.
I get to have way more ham than I wanted to 2 days in a row.
So
it's not that I don't like it. It's good ham. It's just and I love ham. It's just 2 days in a row of a lot of ham.
Not that. That's not a good weapon for me. Yeah. So I used to actually have a shit ton of ham sandwiches. Not sure how relevant that is to the conversation. What's up?
Where'd you keep them?
In my pocket.
Okay.
The sensible location.
It sounds like you just had a bunch of them all at once, just laying around.
Oh.
I used to have a bunch of ham sandwiches.
Yeah. I would get ham. I think I would cook it, and cheese. Yeah, I would cook it. I would cook the cheese on the ham, and I'd put it on top of bread.
Mm.
That was what I did to budget myself when I only had $60 a week coming in as income last year. That was back in literally December of last year, actually. Beginning of January. Actually, sorry, January all the way to March of this year. That was essentially my income. Now my income is like 160. So much better. Minimum wage jobs, yay. No hours. Anyhow.
Yeah, I had a ham steak and then some mac and cheese along with it. The only thing I was missing that goes along with what you had is bread.
Yeah, I had one. I had delicious white bread to go with it because I'm not a savage. And yes, Derek, I am implying you are a savage for not having a sandwich. Only savages don't have sandwiches all the time.
It was a ham steak.
Literally, all I ever eat is a sandwich. Well, so what? You could have put it on bread. There's nothing stopping you from turning it into a sandwich.
I didn't have any bread nearly large, large enough to hold all that ham.
But then you go buy bread big enough to hold all that ham, or you use
that was a lot of meat.
Or you cut the ham into pieces so you can put it on multiple breads, or you just take multiple breads.
What am I gonna do? Have 2 sandwiches? That's crazy.
No, Derek. First off, 3 sandwiches is the perfect amount of sandwiches you should have. Anything less is unideal.
Why would I want to have 3 sandwiches? What size are the sandwiches?
Oh, it does depend on the size of the sandwich, of course.
Yeah,
a giant.
You go to Subway and get 3 footlongs?
Yeah, no, you want 2 footlongs from Subway. That's the ideal amount.
Wait,
no.
1 2 foot long or 2 footlongs?
Wait, what? Anyhow. No, actually, it's about 1.5 foot long sandwiches at Subway. Is the ideal amount of sandwiches you should be consuming per day. If you're consuming anything less than that, sorry, per meal. My bad, per meal. If you're consuming anything,
I don't know which is worse. One's not enough. The other's too much. Actually, no. 1.5 sandwiches. 1.5 foot long sandwiches is, I think, fine for a day. I can do that.
Yeah, that's just literally half a sandwich per meal.
Yeah, that's just a half. And I usually, when I go to Subway, I get a half.
Yeah, that's just wrong. I just had a full Subway steak and cheese sandwich. Literally my favorite sandwich in the entire world. We're not paid by Subway, by the way. I just happen to eat at them a lot.
You know what I haven't had in a while that I used to do when I was younger? That's gonna sound disgusting, but
is it a ketchup sandwich?
Well, okay, so there's also the other sandwich I used to do when I was younger.
Oh, okay, that was a real one. All right.
Was bologna and ketchup.
Oh, that's not bad. I did that.
Yeah, it's not just ketchup on the sandwich; it's bologna and ketchup.
Double barrel. Oh, boy.
I love how I don't know if you thought I was kidding there, but I was actually serious.
With the ketchup No, I had ketchup sandwiches. That was
no. When you said is it the ketchup sandwich? And I was like, okay, so the other sandwich. The first sandwich I was gonna say was I used to my mom used to make my lunch for me in like up to like elementary school and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much up until I was like going in like 6th grade, I think. But she used to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for me usually for lunch. And then I'd also get or she'd also like put in like a bag of salt and vinegar chips sometimes too. And what I would do is I'd take the salt and vinegar chips and put them on the peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Okay.
So it would add this like crunchy texture.
I feel like you expect me to be like that's fucking disgusting. But honestly, like Derek, a sandwich is a sandwich. Most people would, yeah.
Reaction. So it would add this crunchy texture of like chips in between like this like kind of like squishy and sticky stuff, which is like the peanut butter and jelly.
Mm-hmm.
It would add this.
I guess it is kind of weird on a peanut butter and jelly. I would have thought like a ketchup sandwich.
It's a different kind of texture really to it because like you have that crunchy part in the middle. Also, there's a chance you'll just cut your mouth on the chips because like you don't know what the chips look like, and that was a problem. Is like the chips would be sharp sometimes.
Sometimes.
Chips can be sharp.
Yeah, I've gotten chips stuck in my throat. It's not fun.
Something
it's
about
actually a horrific feeling.
Something about the way I would eat, or like that. I guess something about the way I eat sandwiches and having chips in the middle. I could never, or it was frequent that I would just like bite something sharp or like accidentally like bite down and just have like chips sticking through my lip or something. Not really, didn't do that, but like
chips sticking through my lip.
It would cut and like stab the inner part of my mouth.
I have no idea how.
But the salt and vinegar was also just a really nice taste along with the peanut butter and jelly. That was the main reason I did it. I don't
know. I also just think you're a savage for having salt and vinegar chips. Like that's just disgusting.
I've been okay.
Not for with the sandwich. Just salt and vinegar chips in general.
No, I get that. I've been known to be a savage with a lot of the things I eat. Partially just because like people are like that in itself is disgusting, such as you are with the salt and vinegar chips. But also, I have a tendency to mix things together out of curiosity. That most of the time, in my opinion, the taste works out.
I mean, hey. If we haven't talked about it enough in this series, the French toast grilled cheese, best sandwich. Well, not best sandwich, but definitely a top tier sandwich for sure.
Top tier sandwich, waifu.
Well, that's the name of the episode.
There was a conversation in the the Cosplay Troop Snapchat group earlier today about the top tier waifu.
I thought you were gonna say top tier sandwich waifu. I'm like, wow.
I couldn't tell.
No wonder you got the idea for it.
Someone said I was top tier, and then they also said someone else was top tier. And I don't know which one of us she meant was like the toppest tier. I'm really curious to know. I think I was second, which I'm okay with. I completely it completely makes sense.
I don't know, Derek. I think you could shoot for top.
Aaron was fourth, and we had no idea who was third. We just knew it wasn't Aaron. That was the conversation.
I mean, that seems really mean to Aaron.
I wasn't the one. I didn't participate. I just watched it happen.
It's funny. I kind of had a fun conversation with Aaron, actually over Snap. So she was her and her I think it was her cousin. Okay. I don't know. You probably saw a Snap story. They're playing Viva Pinata, right?
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah. So so she's like, this game is. I just watched pinatas eat each other. This game's kind of fucked up. I'm like, oh girl, you don't even know the half of it. There's twincest in this game. She's like, what? I'm like, yeah. So all right, let me go there. And for those of you who don't know Vivid Pinata, it's first off, it is actually a really fun game. Really fun. I guess animal raising simulator sort of game. It's fun. We should do it on the show sometime. I'll put that on the list.
I have it. I have it on Xbox. It's on.
I have both versions on Xbox, and we should probably just do Trouble in Paradise because it's better.
Sure.
And yeah, but so what is it? So there's this thing, and so you basically raise and farm the pinatas and shit. So now these things. So there's these things called wild card variants in Vivid Pinata. These are pinatas that look kind of like the other pinatas, but they have like a special different thing. Oh, kunai! Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! All right, sorry, I didn't see it drop. I'm so excited. Kunai's the best. So to get these there are 3 wild card. So an example is like I think the worm ones, which I think are called no, they're not wormples. Whirlims. That's what they're called. So those ones, I think one of theirs is they get like a fucking crown on their head, like a tiny crown, because they're tiny worms. So I think, so that's an example as opposed to like a non-crown wearing whirlim. I keep trying to call them wormples. I also think there's one with a mustache. So that's cool.
So basically, like they're like mutated.
Yeah, they're sort of like mutated. They're worth a lot more. They're also like the coolest ones, so you obviously want to get them. So, there's 3 different wildcard variants. Jesus Christ, this is like a fucking warfare, like a warfield. Sorry, not a fear.
So warfare.
Yeah, well that would be
scared.
weird. Yeah, I am genuinely scared of that. There was a lot of shit going on there. It was quite the concern. Okay. So there's 3 wildcard variants that you can get. The first one you get from breeding 5 or more. Once you have 5 or more pinatas, you can get a wild card by playing the breeding minigame Perfect or something like that.
Okay.
I believe that's how it goes. Because there's like a breeding minigame you play whenever, you gotta do the romance. Which is like you go through a maze and collect stuff. So once you perfect that, you get a wild card variant. There's also a way to get a twin bonus. I forget, so don't ask me. But there's a way to get a what did I just say? The twin bonus. So you can get twin wild cards using this method. So there's that, and then I'll just skip to the third one. Because it's more, it's a little bit more interesting. It's not interesting, but the second one is interesting, and the third one is just that you have to trade for it. There's no way to get to the third wild card. All right. So the second wild card can only be obtained by breeding 2 wild cards together.
Okay.
So, due to the method of getting, or no, I think it might also just be breeding a wild card together with any other pinata, and then once again perfecting the breeding minigame. So that's the only way to get the 3 wildcard variants.
I love Honey Pop. Is that the breeding minigame?
No, but it would be funny if it was. Yeah. So that fucking so basically like because if you get the twin bonus in the wild card, which is pretty easy to do once you know what the fuck you're doing, the game essentially encourages you to have your twins fuck each other. Or at the very least, you have to have like the offspring of a parent or the children fuck each other with the wild card in order to get the other wild card variant. Yeah. The only way there's a few ways you could avoid it. I think technically you can remove all your pinatas from your garden, attract a brand new version of that pinata in order to be pure and not not incesty. Or you could just get a third wild card variant, like you get the traded version to you, and then just breed that together with your wild card variant, and you wouldn't need to, incest. Anyhow, it's next. I hope you enjoyed this talk about sandwiches and incest. It's next time in Speletons time.
Next time, sandwich incest.
Next time we go to the next topic, sandwich incest. Also, we have a Discord. Join it. It's in the description below. Bye.